Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Ned from Ned's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet and I love secondhand stores. Check out this VHS. Like, this is a legitimate VHS. Back in the day, the VHSs were freaking huge. Like, this is a Spider Man. That's like a 12-inch Barbie dating Spider Man. So they like to make the cases really big because they like to make the units really expensive. One thing I love doing when I get things from secondhand stores is looking at things and wonder where they came from, who purchased them, where they were purchased from, and how they ended up coming to this specific location. Because this is 1985, that makes sense of why the box is so freaking big. But if this was from 1985, usually the price of a VHS is a lot more expensive than that. And Lois, I got a bunch of action figures because I got to deal with someone. I basically ship them up north for a real good price, and they sell them for a real good price to the communities up there. Many of them native that just, they don't have consumerism. You chuck the stuff into a box, you send it up there, you make so many kids happy, and that makes me a happy boy. Personally, every now and then I like to collect things that I feel has a story, or maybe even some psychic energy to them, some personal stuff. So, like, I'm in a Victorian house, and these Victorian houses pretty much haunt themselves. The big windows, all that stuff. Sometimes I put things up here just so I can make the spirits frick off, kind of thing. But anyways, this has a lot of spiritual energy on it. Merry Christmas, Grandma and Grandpa, Doug and Kathy Stickney. And I thought that was so cool when I seen it. And when I was at the secondhand store, I took them out and I showed it to the cashier lady. Yeah, you always like to have a few nice, jib jabs. And he said that's the name of one of the local doctors who passed away in Fergus, Ontario. And that was like, whoa, really? Now, one thing I always love to do with packs of cards, and the reason why I got them is you always want to take a look at the ace of spades and the jokers, because the ace of spades always has the stamp on it that tells you that you have paid the king his taxes. Yeah, the king, right? But legit, and they just kind of kept it going even after the taxation was done. Now, there's two jokers with a high, one says high and one says low. If someone could tell me what game that's from. I got this beautiful little mirror to help me make sure I wipe my butthole right. So that's interesting. Congress playing cards, but it had something else on the inside. Boo, no art. Cards have been used quite a bit. There's a lot of wear on them, a lot of memories attached to them. Oh, come on, Kent. Do better. I think it's pretty safe to say that Star Wars is overproduced onto everything all the time, all at once. Remember back in the day when you got a Transformer and you could figure out how to do it? But then these days, it's like you need the instructions. You just need them, like, with this thing. This is more like a puddle than a machine. I legit like to keep the dinosaurs. Me and my kids like to go around and leave these in gardens, but usually with gardens that look like they're from the Predator. And here we have a motorcycle from the Bionic 6 and not the Ninja Turtles. Found a freaking hot pink extension cord. Win. Here's a waterproof first aid kit kind of thing. I'm going to leave a treasure map and maybe some crystals in it or something just to mess with somebody and like hide it in a cemetery somewhere. A tractor for my son because I love him. Oh my goodness, check this out. Oh, I like it. Is it just me or is the world choking on Paw Patrol figures now? Jeez, look into those eyes. Are you okay, Marshall? Are you okay? Did you have you Marshall, you've been eating acid from the park again, aren't you? You around the swings? Arr, arr. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna take Marshall out and shoot him. This is another truck that I got for my kid. The wheels aren't, but still, I remember back in the day, I would go to the farmer's market and you could see these things for like 30 freaking bucks, handmade and stuff, right? Sorry, I should have said, wait, I'm sorry, I don't like that imagery. You get that dog out from under. There we go. He goes in the truck. That's how it goes. Maybe. But like Aberfoyle Flea Market, you'd be able to pick these things up. I remember back in the day, Aberfoyle Flea Market was so cheap and so fun to go to. But then last time I went, like 15 years ago, it was a place that hippie people went to spend lots of money on junk. G's getting into dinky cars. Okay, so my kid loves Tom as a tank engine, right? But let's check out these cars legitimately. When my kid was a certain age, I wouldn't let them have any cars unless they said Max Box or Hot Wheels on them, because let's face it, they could chew the wheels off and stuff and choke on them. Yeah, so we did really good when it came to the action figures. My kids are going to be super happy when they come over here and get to go through them. But first, I'm going to make sure that the stuff that should go up north doesn't get in front of my kids' eyes. Now, this is something that's sort of remarkable. So you know how everything is always more expensive at the drugstore? Look at that price. 20 bucks for something like this. I remember when I was a kid, something like that, like a Ninja Turtle would be $4.99. I don't think... Anyways, that price is definitely like $3.50, yeah, but I'm just like, why so expensive? It just blows me away. Might as well get some audiobooks. Now, this stuff is really ephemerate. It's the tape that you have to a typewriter. What the typewriter would do every time it would smack a letter, the tape would be smacked by that letter and the tape would move over a little bit. The thing was, the feds or anyone could basically get all of your stuff by taking one of these and rewinding them and reading everything back, basically. These things have potential on the secondary market. I love getting seashells for my videos, but I almost feel a little bit bad. I feel strongly that seashells are the type of things that you should collect when you're on an adventure. You should go to the ocean. You should see, you should experience why this isn't a rock, but why at one point this was coral and ocean life. Really, how did it manage to be coral ocean life 360 degrees around? At one point it must have been attached to something. Did somebody paint that? Legit, don't ever buy Nerf guns. Just get them at the secondhand store. Check this stuff out. Universal Monsters. Scary wind-up Universal Monsters. I have never... Oh, wait, they even need a key to use. Now, with things like this, you gotta wonder, are these collectible or are they dollar store crap? Oh, who's a cutie? Look, everyone, it's a black Jewish duck. An ultra-rare duck. I'm Irish and I was raised Roman Catholic. I'm pagan by nature. I think this rock fits me perfectly. I'm going to put it around with my magical brick. I got this magical brick that I got from the Catholic school that I used to go to. Actually, from the church connected to the Catholic school I used to go to. And I consider it a magical rock. I'm pretty sure that I can cure pedophilia in offenders who are unwilling to repent if I rub it against them very hard. I wonder what's in here. Well, yeah, frickin' look at that. It's cute and I love it. And you have to assemble it yourself and then do some thingies and some folding. It makes it more meaningful. Looks a little bit nicer with arms. Legit, pretty cool. She had some horses. It's a lovely poem. I love tearing things like this apart on my YouTube, and people love watching it. So yeah, let's check this out. Carry your memories in style. HP. Oh, freaking gross. It's sticky. It's got that rotted finish. And then for $1, we got a box. I think I'm just going to let my daughter play with this. Security kit. We will monitor your credit score for 6 months, even though I don't even know who these people are. The RFID blocking card might actually be useful. And those webcam covers always go a long way. Oh, and you got a grape alarm, too, just in case grapes attack you. Designed to draw attention. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, folks, thanks for joining me. I gotta go check my butthole for dingleberries and shoot some neighbor cats. Have a good one. Take care of each other legitimately.